Okay, this is for my Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, this is the wrestler one. Healer Tarot here on YouTube. This is Elevating Tuesday for my Scorpio. I'm going to let you hear a video, Scorpio. And then I'm just going to put out your cards after that, okay? So this is the wrestler one, Healer Tarot here. So okay, this is for my water signs. Okay, water signs, this is Tuesday elevation. Elevating Tuesday for my water signs. Okay, this is for my Pisces, my Scorpio, and my Cancer. Okay, okay, we're going to do an exercise, and then I'm going to give you at least 5 cards. So flow with me, water sign. If you can bear with me, do it. If you can't, I understand. Okay, but this is for my water signs. Okay, we're going to do an exercise. Okay, so let's flow with the brass love one. This is the brass love one for who have not seen me before. This is bringing peace and closure in life tarot. I'm all about love. I'm all about healing. That's why I'm here on YouTube. Okay, so let's do this exercise for this Tuesday. And this is one where you have to concentrate and you got to focus. Okay, so I want you all to close your eyes. First, I want you to get in a quiet place, somewhere quiet. Now, I keep hearing the children, my neighbors next, outside on my porch and things. So I try to make a quiet place, but it seems like they make it where it can't be. So far, it sounds a little quiet, so at least I can have a quiet place to be able to say this out to you all. So get in a quiet place if you can, in your home or wherever, and make sure no one is around you to disturb you, okay? So I want you to get in a quiet place. I want you to just relax, okay? Sit down. I advise you to sit down, not stand up. Sit down, lay down, or whatever you want to do, okay? After you do that, I want you to close your eyes, okay? And once you close your eyes, I want you to picture what? Picture a highway, a street. Really, it's a highway. Picture a highway. You see the highway? It's black. Okay. It has streaks. Not streaks. It has. I see yellow. I see yellow lines in the road. Sometimes they have white, but I see yellow. So it has yellow. So just picture that they are yellow. The streaks that's in the road that they have painted on the road. Now, you are on the side of the road, but there's a lot of greenery in back of you, right? See the trees that's on the sides of you and back of you, right? There's a lot of trees. Look back at them. Green, pretty green. Now you on the side of the road. You didn't come in your car. It seems like you might have been someone who was camping maybe, or whatever. A reason why you are in the greenery in the first place. Maybe it was camping. Seems like you have like a backpack on. So picture a backpack on your back, light brown. Okay. So it's like maybe you was doing some kind of climbing of some sort. I don't know. But anyway, it's like you on the side of the road right now. So you waiting for some kind of car traffic to come down. So far, nothing is coming. Okay, wait. Something is coming. Okay, it's a big truck. Okay, he's coming. But you know they go so fast, right? Okay, you putting your hands up trying to flag him down, but he's not stopping. Okay. Maybe he didn't see you because they sit so far up. Okay. So I want you to do this. Walk down the road. Stay on the side. Don't get in the middle. Stay on the side. Walk down the road. walk. 1. This is in your mind. Don't do it in real life, because it's dangerous. Even walking on the side. But this is in your mind, because whoever this is, you're trying to get from where you are. So you can't get from where you are if you don't make some kind of move. Put 1 foot in front. Stay on the side of the road where the greenery is and walk. Because God is going to get you out of this. Okay, so we have start walking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Do you hear anything around you? Do you hear nature? Do you hear any sounds from planes in the air? Do you hear anything? Okay, keep walking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Look up at the sky. What does it look like? Do it look like it's about to rain? Or is it sunny? How did the sky look to you? Do it look normal? Do it look like it's just sunny? Do it look like it's about to rain? How does the clouds look? Do you see a lot of clouds? How do the sky look to you? Just look up at the sky. What does it look like to you? Observe every color, every detail, if it's clouds or just the sky in general. Observe anything around you. The trees, any sounds around you. Do you hear any birds chirping? Do you hear anything? Okay. Keep walking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, who is this? I see somebody. Who is this man? Wait. Who is this? It's a man. Wait, let me just see who this is. Let's see. Okay. It's a man. He looked like he's maybe he's mentally ill. It's something about him, like he's not all there, like he's mentally ill maybe. It's like he wants help. Or maybe he's drunk or whatever's going on with him. It's like he's reaching out for help from you. It's like he pop out of nowhere on the other side. It's like he pop out, get what I'm saying, out of the trees. Because we got like a road, follow me, a highway. But you over where it's trees over this side, he's over where it's trees over there. Full of trees, so full, where you really can't see through them like somewhat, but he pop out. So it's like his hair is, what do you call it, disheveled. He seems disheveled.
Disheveled.
It's like his hair look dusty, brown and dusty. He has a thick mustache. It's like he want help. But, okay, keep walking. Keep walking. 1, 2, 1, 2. He's not following you. He's just looking because I guess he expected you to help him. 1, 2. Just keep walking on the side you're on. Stay out of the roadway. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Do you see anything? Do you see anything besides the trees on each side of you? Do you see anything? If you don't, keep walking. 1, 2. Wait a minute. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. You slowly approaching something. Look like some houses. They're a little distant, but at least they are houses. One has a red roof to it. If it's not red, it's the color of brick, a dark red roof to it. A house that is made like a triangle. It's a little distance from you, but it looks good to be able to see something. Okay, 1, 2, keep walking. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. You got something blocking you right here now. Okay, it's a block. It's a block. It's like a dead end. It's a block. Something blocking you right here. So the houses are a distance. Well, that house is a distance, but it's something blocking you. Now, how are you going to get to that house over there? Or to those houses? So you got 2 days to go. Because it's a block right here. It's a block, something to block you. It's not a ledge, but it's like a stop. You know what I'm saying? Where you have to go this way or this way. Either one of these directions will kind of lead you, I guess, to get you to those houses. But which way do you go? So it's a dead end. Which way do you go to be able to get to where you're trying to go? Because maybe one will take you there and maybe one won't. Maybe one will take you a totally different direction. Get what I'm saying? And one will take you exactly that direction. Which way do you go? Which way? Ask yourself, which direction do you go? Right or left? What's pulling you more? Going right or going left? Think about when you drive your car. If you have a car, if you're a person who have a car, when you drive your car, think about which one you do the most. Do you think you make left turns more or right turns more? If you do right turns more, maybe right is your direction. If you do left turns more, maybe left is your direction. But what direction will you choose in this situation to get to those houses? Because you're trying to get from where you're at to some people, to an area. Get what I'm saying? To life. Right? Some people. So is your choice, which direction will you go? Because your answer is there. Your answer is that house, that main house that's jumping out is the biggest house in the area down there. It's the biggest house. Mainly that house is the house that's standing out because it has that roof I told you about. That house has your answer. That place has your answer. That house represents God. That house represents God. That house is your answer. But how are you going to get to it? Because now you got to figure out which way to go, right or left. Because one of them is not going to lead you to it, and one of them is just going to lead you somewhere else and maybe back where you came from, but just another way of doing it. So you're going to have to choose which direction to go to be able to lead you to where you need to go, down to that house. Because that house is representing God in this vision. And you got to get to God. You got to maneuver and get to God however you got to do it. But the thing is, you got to think and talk to God. How can I get to you, God? How can I get to you? Show me which direction is the right direction to get to you, God. You got to talk to God and ask God which direction, God, is the right one to get to you. Do I go this way or this way? Which one is it? Because I want to get to you, God. You have the answers that I need, God. You can help me, God. You can strengthen me, God. I'm going to leave you with that right there. You have to ask God. Because you want to get there. Because once you get there, that's your answer. But you need for God to help you get there. Follow me? And it's all about elevating the self and being able to hear God's voice, because when you get to that house, you're going to reach it, being able to be elevated to hear God's voice. But you have to figure out, which way do I go? Talk to God and ask God, which direction do I go to be able to get, to maneuver to get to that house I'm telling you about. Because that house in this vision represents God. Follow me? Because we dealing with your mind right now, remember? It's all about the mind. We dealing with the mind, okay? So this is the bracelet one, okay? That's the end of that vision. So let's just
okay, this is for my Scorpio. I'm getting ready to do your card, Scorpio. Let's just go for my Scorpio universe. 2 cards for the Scorpio. This is about elevating the Scorpio to be able to hear God, the voice inside your mind, okay? So let's just go. I'm going to try to give you 10 cards, Scorpio. The first one is, God says answers will always come to the Scorpio, to you, right? Be prepared, though, to receive what's heard by you, okay? Because God wants my Scorpio to propel and don't jeopardize it, right? Because everything is not yours, Scorpio, that you want, or everything that you hear in your mind is not yours to take on and to hold on to. Some things that come in our mind, Scorpio, we had to let it fly because it's not necessarily God. Get what I'm saying? Because the devil put things in your mind also, Scorpio. You got to be able to distinguish if you're hearing God's voice, your voice, the devil's voice, or whoever's. Get what I'm saying? Be aware of what you take in, Scorpio. Okay, so it says right here that you're going to have to jog your memory, God says, right? And work hard like a Taurus. However, a Taurus is, right? So, get quiet, God says, where you hear nothing. And just listen. So some kind of way you can sit down in your house one day and just get quiet where you hear nothing. So in my house right now, you hear my heat because it's extremely cold down here. Trying to tolerate. Okay, so because snow is outside, so it makes it colder in the house. But so is noise. But some kind of way in your house, get quiet one day and just listen. Okay, because a message gonna come to you, but it gotta be where you hear nothing, and it's gonna travel fast. Whatever message that come your way. It says 8 misses. So some kind of way you might been sent some kind of message or been sent something, whatever it was, red flags or whatever it might have been, and you missed it 8 times. Because God wants you to put force into propelling so you can really hear God's voice. Push yourself to hear God's voice. God don't want you to have partial ability, but full of ability. Okay, you're going to have to do some shadow work and compete with yourself, right? So we have, right here, there's, this card here. Shut your eyes for a minute, Scorpio. And imagine that you have trees on both sides of you. You got to shut your eyes, though. Imagine you got trees on the side of you and start walking. But God says first, do you see them? Do you see the trees, Scorpio? They're pretty and green. Do you see them on each side of you? Now start walking that road or whatever you're walking down, the street, road, or whatever it is. And God says there is an opening at the end. So once you get to the end of that street or whatever road it is an opening. So this is representing your mind, though, Scorpio. And the trees is like a clutter. Get what I'm saying? So you keep walking and you keep walking, and at the end is an opening. And the opening is going to be the light. And the light is going to be God. Get what I'm saying? Because we're dealing with your mind, Scorpio, with what I'm talking about, right? So just keep walking until you get to the opening, where you can be able to hear God and distinguish God's voice from your own. You will deal with somebody power plagued, or you might did already, who's going to be rating you. No, you can't hear God. Oh, no, you're not serious. You know how people rate you and they try their best to break you down? oh, no, you don't hear God. You not like God, or whatever they may say. It might be at least 5 bumps, right? And the bumps could be people. The bumps could be you just falling back and saying, oh, I'm not going to do this. I don't want to hear God anymore, whatever it be. Whatever the bumps are, triggers coming your way, speed bumps, where it make you fall off the tracks, God says, right? But God wants the Scorpio to get on the portal, FaceTime, television, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, anything like that. Even out to the newspaper or whatever you have to do to be able to communicate on world views. Leave comments, write comments, because God wants you to be able to hear what's going on and be able to interact. Put your views in. Whatever views you put in, or be something God wants you to put in, because God's going to put something in your mind at that time period and you're going to write it. So it's not you, it's going to be what God wants. Get what I'm saying? Okay? It's going to be a predictable occurrence for the sign of Scorpio, because it's going to be blooming time for my Scorpio. Beautiful times where you're going to be search worthy, right? People might be searching for you. Where's Scorpio? Where's that lady Scorpio? Follow me? But you got to ensure proper etiquette. If you go on the TV shows, if you be talking on FaceTime or whatever these things is, you got to make sure you ensure. Oh my goodness, you in your own storyline, my Scorpio. I love that. Okay, you're going to handle your business, Scorpio, because God said you're going to handle your business. Because God is preparing my Scorpio for good things. Here you are right here. Deep. Scorpio, take charge. Scorpio going to take charge. That's right. God don't want you to keep repeating something that you know is not working. 3 times. So maybe God going to give you 3 times to get this right. Okay, is that it? Because you got to have a clutter-free mind. What am I smelling? Wait a minute. You probably say, what? Well, I just stopped out of nowhere and said that. Because I smell perfume or something, but... Okay. Let me see if maybe it's my sweater. Because let me see something. Yeah, I smell perfume out of nowhere. It might be my blouse. Yeah. But God wants you to have a clutter-free mind. Deep. God don't want you to be censored, because God wants you to have a worldwide mind. Deep. You gotta be raising your vibrations and your conscious. God don't want you to be censored. No more delays. God don't want no delays from you or nobody else. So you might be dealing with a sign of a Cancer who crying, complaining, talking down to you, or competing or whatever with the sign of Scorpio. But God wants my Scorpio to rise. So you got to clear your mind and do what God wants you to do. Be accessible for God. Okay? Inviting that journey of being accessible to God and for God by elevating yourself to the highest, my Scorpio. So we're going to end it right there. Okay, so this for my Scorpio. These are your cards, Scorpio. When you get time on Tuesdays, you can kind of go back and listen to the vision and listen to these cards to kind of help you along the way all throughout this year 2000. And God says right here, quit navigating, right? The upper room in your mind. You got to get to the upper room in your mind. And getting to the upper room is just simply getting to the point where you actually hear God and you can distinguish God's voice from your own, my Scorpio. Deep. During the duration of 2024, God giving you ample time, Scorpio. And God wants you to love animals. Or you already might love animals, but God telling you love animals, Scorpio. Okay? It's the breast of one.